Okay, so I was going to the jacuzzi at my gym right now, and I'm just like messing around with my friend on the phone. I'm like, okay, like manifesting a hottie there. If I see one, like, what is the pickup line? She was like, you ask him, is the temperature too hot in here? And he says yes, and you're like, okay, I'll get out. She was like, and then you get out and he sees your fat ass and he's like, damn. And then I was like, tell me something realistic, okay? So she was like, just give eyes. Like, I feel like for girls, like, eyes, like, you just need to make like eyes, like. And I'm like, you're right. Like, eye contact, like, if you're giving a guy eye contact, he better know, like, that's your way of flirting. Then I'm also like, but also he better know if I can't even look in his direction that I'm probably in love with him, you know? Like, you get it or you don't. Or if I give you RBF, that probably means I think you're really cute. So, you know, one of those three, just figure it out.
No.
You know, there's no easy way to tell you this, sister, but this flirting that you so eloquently put it is on par with your typical middle schooler. I mean, at best, this is the type of talk you'd expect from a high school freshman, but it's the horned up loser best friend in one of those high school coming of age teen comedies. Yeah, that's what you sound like right now. And I know you're probably on the slow side, so I've come across this visual to show you what I'm talking about.
I got this thing worked up with my eyes. One look, she's Velveeta.
You see, it's not gonna work. And your pickup lines, yeah, those are more awkward and kind of stupid, but hey, whatever floats your boat, sweetheart. We all know that you're socially inept. I mean, listen to you. You can't even go 60 seconds without swearing. Twice. In the same frickin' sentence. And when you add in the fact that you have no game whatsoever, you're pretty much doomed. You know, maybe you should have thought about that before you and your kind told men to stop talking to you, but you tossed that one out of the window, so yeah, that was kind of dumb on your part, huh?
You blew it. Capiche?
I just had such a depressing thought. I saw this TikTok of this couple. Literally, it was just a girl standing in front of a train and a guy came over and like put his arm around her and gave her a little kiss on the cheek. Like, that was it. And I was watching it and I was like, I can't even picture that. I then had this really sad realization that I've been single for so long that I now can't remember what it's like to be loved. I've been single for 3.5 years. And yeah, all of a sudden I was like, it's been so long that I have felt loved by a person that I can't even imagine it. I don't even know what it's like. I don't even know what it'd be like. Like, sometimes I see really cute couple videos on TikTok and like the men are doing really, really nice things for their girlfriends, their wives. And like, I'm just a bit like, I can't even imagine it. I can't even picture it. And I feel like I've become so like hyper independent now. How sad is that? How sad is that? I've been single for so long that I don't remember what it's like to feel loved.
That's not my problem. It's yours.
Oh, you don't know the half of it, sweetheart. Not only have you forgotten what love feels like, but the odds are so slim of you ever feeling love again that Las Vegas has a better chance of actually getting tourists back. I mean, look at that. Looks like if Zombageddon was invaded by vampires who were too retarded to realize they're supposed to be outside at night. And whose fault is that exactly? You could have found yourself a good dude and fallen in love at any point in your life, but you didn't do that. You went after men who were not proud members of the illustrious Bottom 95% Club. You know the types. They're the types of guy who can pretty much walk in any Chevy dealership and charm their way into getting the best deal on a car. And he bumped and dumped you and left you crying in your bed and wallowing in self-pity. But hey, at least you got your internet sympathy to fall back on, which is the closest thing to love that you'll ever feel again for the rest of your life.
That's funny because it's so true.
So I've seen the allegations online that paying for Hinge actually gives you a Hinge that works properly, unlike the unpaid version. And I hung out with my friends this weekend and I was talking to my one friend who met her last boyfriend on Hinge. And then I was like, out of curiosity, do you pay for the app? Or are you just on the basic version? And she was like, I moved cities and I upgraded to Hinge Premium, paying $20 a month, and then met her boyfriend like right after that. And she was like, yeah, my boyfriend always jokes that I paid for him, like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, should I be paying for this app? It's Sunday night. This is like when the most people are on dating apps. And there's like people on my Hinge, like, don't get me wrong. I'm just so curious, if I did pay for premium, would I get like an influx of people in my in my like screen or like whatever.
That's a stupid question.
Hang on, let me see if I can get this straight here. You're saying that despite the massive amount of attention that you're getting on these dating apps, you still want to pay for it? I mean, woman, just say you're frustrated that not enough hot guys are paying you any attention and you think paying Hinge is somehow going to change that. You keep forgetting something, sister. You've fallen for the scam. That rumor that Hinge is broken unless you pay for it was probably spread by Hinge itself to convince pathetically single women, such as yourself, to keep thinking the app is broken and the only way to fix it is to pay money so you can possibly get slightly more attention from dudes that you'll ultimately ignore as you add more asinine things into your ever-growing list of icks. Dating apps were designed to keep you single, and your friend, that was either a fluke or she was playing within her league, but that's only if they stay together. Considering how modern women go through boyfriends faster than a box of freaking tampons, you're not telling us a success story, especially since your girl bestie had to pay for the opportunity to meet this guy, and when you consider how easy it is for your kind to meet men, that's actually kind of sad.
And I really would love to document this research on the internet, but I don't want to share my like dating life on TikTok really, like at all. But I would be so curious to share like information on like how many likes I see in a typical week now compared to paying for it, like how much I get at that point. Also, if you've upgraded to Hinge Premium, do you find the upgrade to be worth it? And do you feel like you're getting your money's worth? Okay, thanks, bye.
Hey lady, you're forgetting something here. The dating apps are not your friend. They're a game that's rigged against you. Modern women have been trying to figure out a way to beat the dating apps, but you can't win. The dating apps are like slot machines. You keep pulling that lever and getting loss after loss after loss. Every once in a while, you might get a small win. Hell, sometimes you might even get a slightly larger win that could be somewhat satisfying. But you're not looking for a satisfying win. You're looking for the jackpot that's statistically impossible to get. But you keep thinking that because you're you and that you're somehow special, that you're going to be the winner. So you sit there just endlessly pulling that lever like a zombie and winning bupkis at the same time. And at this rate, you're well on your way to becoming one of those 70-year-old women who spend their social security checks at the local casino. But hey, don't let me stop you. You're a sucker in the worst way possible. That makes you Hinge's bread and butter.
I want your money.
They say nobody wants the nice guy. Nobody wants to be the nice guy. Are you kidding me? I do. I want somebody to open my door, pull out my chair at dinner, give me flowers. How is this a bad thing? I need to find me a nice guy. Hello? Hello? You out there? Out there, please.
A smelly fish.
And it's not a card.
I don't know. Something about this seems off, gentlemen and gents. I mean, on the surface, this just looks like yet another modern woman in her mid-40s who's desperate to find a guy, so she's trying to get us to pay attention to her by saying she wants a simp. I mean, we've seen this all before, but my bounty senses are rumbling, and I can't shake the feeling that this woman isn't being honest at all. So let's do some digging and find out what she's hiding here.
All right, I just got back from the gym, and in class we had to hold this really long plank. And while I was sitting there, I was thinking, this feels like being on top. If I was on top right now, what would I say? So I'm just curious. Do you guys like to role play? Okay, ladies, if you see a guy working really hard outside today, the least you could do is show him your twins. I mean, it's hot. They're probably super stressed and they've been working so hard. So let's put a smile on their faces and give them something real nice. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I love a good face paint. That view is, But then we're wasting it, and I really could use the protein right now. So I want every last drip.
I sure hope somebody picks up that phone.
Do what?
Because I
fucking called it!
Yep, just as I expected, another online avenue stroller who's desperate for simp money. I mean, woman, come on, if you're gonna try to insult what little intelligence we have left, you can at least think of something original instead of all this crap. I mean, sure, telling women to flash construction workers is kind of original, but it's also extremely illegal, kind of awkward, and it just reeks of you desperately wanting to show off your obvious boob job. I mean, I get it, you're painfully desperate, but we're not paying for your crap. There's no sense in wasting money on a painfully unoriginal and clearly broke avenue stroller.
That's why I praise the Lord for prostitutes!
And that's why the fine members of the bounty board will never fall for such trickery. You guys are the smartest of the bunch, the sharpest tools in the shed, and you have an unlimited supply of the best incandescent light bulbs that money can buy. All hail! If you're interested in supporting the channel, check out the bounty board over on Patreon, where I got almost 100 videos of exclusive content and you're not going to find on YouTube. Links in the pinned comment down below if you want to check it out.
If someone has broken your heart recently, become a fucking legend. Level the fuck up. They may have messed with your mental health, they may have messed with your emotional health, but I'll tell you what they're not gonna do. Mess with your physical health. Get into the gym. Start a daily routine. And if you're already a gym freak like I am, start pushing your limits. Lift heavier weights. Do longer reps. Change your diet. Start fasting. Whatever it takes to completely transform your body, do it. And while you're becoming the best version of yourself physically, start becoming the best version of yourself mentally and emotionally. Start meditating. Learn a new language. Read a book, educate yourself, start a new hobby, work on positive self-concept, start your manifestations. Whatever it takes to become the person that you've always wanted to be, do it. Because when you truly love yourself, then you unknowingly start attracting a partner that you've always wanted. Because the change starts with you.
You know, I hate to break it to you, sister, but what you described ain't becoming a legend. That's pretty much the bare minimum you need to get healthy and to improve your physique. Yes, it does take discipline and a ton of hard work, and if you stick with it, then good on you. You definitely deserve some recognition, but that's not exactly like slaying a dragon barehanded or bowling a 300 in your first bowling game ever. You really don't understand the concept of leveling up, do you? You see, you're already damaged goods in the brains department. You're already showing the signs. I mean, you're bitter, you're jaded, and improving your body purely out of spite. And it doesn't matter how hard you work out or how many books you read or how often you fight the urge to eat an entire can of cake frosting on your nights alone, you'll always be damaged goods, and men see right through that. Yeah, you might be able to improve your looks a little bit, but that comes with a massive increase in arrogance because you think it makes you better than everyone else around you. And that's not legendary. That's actually kind of annoying, and men aren't going to be interested. Well, that and come on, you clearly got the lizard skin going on, and that's not legendary. That's just desperate.
Old.
Old?
Old.
These are things we think that if guys do them, that they're this is how we identify them. Any guy that still uses Snapchat.
Facts. Guys that put their keys on carabiners.
Whoa, that is some deep dish racism, motherfucker.
Oh my. Fitted caps. Fitted cap, but backwards.
Rose tattoos.
Owns a pair of camo pants, but not like hunting camo pants.
Oh
like
my
streetwear
god.
camo pants.
Any tattoo in Roman numerals.
Texting in lowercase letters.
Wears any type of athletic jersey going out to the bars.
Any man who wears Lululemon.
Really?
Who got that for you? I know you didn't walk in a Lululemon and get that. Oh.
True. Classic Ray-Ban glasses.
Maybe.
You know what I know. Like,
oh, the black ones?
Yes.
What?
Ladies, we get it. You're clearly jealous. I mean, it's not our fault that we can rock backwards fitted caps, Ray-Bans, and camo pants better than you ever could. But come on, calling us 304s just because we can wear all the things that you can't, that's something only a 304 would say. I mean, every single thing you listed just sounds like a dude you either hooked up with, wanted to hook up with, or humiliated yourself while talking to during $5 pint night at your local college dive bar. So in other words, men who righteously rejected you in epic fashion. Can you really blame them? I mean, look at you guys. You got nothing better to do than talk smack about the dudes who wear Ray-Bans. I hate to break it to you, sisters, but the guys who wear Ray-Bans ain't 304s. They're straight up pimps. I mean, this has been documented thoroughly by one of the most psychotic cultist actors of our generation. And when this guy says that he ain't no 3 or 4, then you know he's right.
You know, Bill, there's one thing I've learned in all my years. Sometimes you gotta say, what the fuck? Make your move.
Guys that drive like this.
Like, can you even see the road, shorty? Like, what? Man that wears Dior Sauvage. It smells so good.
Oh,
but Aqua di Gio,
bitch.
that is such a good perfume. Cologne.
Guys say my ex was crazy.
Facts. Any kind of like silver hoop that's just in one earring. Or like a stud, or like the ones that are like thick hoop with the cross.
You, bro?
Like the thick hoop with the cross.
Doesn't go to church. Mirror selfies.
Muscle tank that you cut yourself. Bitch, I can't do this. Muscle tee, we're like,
oh yeah, no.
It's literally just this.
How?
You don't know what words mean, do you?
Ladies, you gotta stop it. I'm begging you, because you're clearly talking about your exes here. I mean, it's fairly obvious, and those dudes, they almost certainly not gigolos, but they totally could be if they wanted to. I mean, those guys you're talking to would make bank if they were willing to reduce themselves to that level. The good news is they'll never resort to that because unlike you, they actually have marketable skills to make legit money. I mean, they're players and they play the game so well that you keep falling for it every single time. That's why you're listing off such specific complaints about men. Of all of these men that you interacted with, they all spurned you. And from that particular laundry list, between the two of you, I counted at least a baker's dozen worth of complaints. And if that's the case, then you're living in a glass house on this one, ladies. So allow me to par with you an old adage that served us all incredibly well since grade school. You obviously never passed such complicated courses, so see if you can keep up here. It takes one to know one, sisters.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Dang. I feel like everybody that follows me, like we're all kind of in the same boat. We're like really lonely. Super cute. Love it. But I have been in this season of almost isolation. It's been very isolating season for me and very lonely for a very long time. So I thought I would give you guys some advice that has gotten me through it so far. Because I feel like I've gotten to like such a healthy mindset with being lonely and feeling isolated, and it was not easy, and it's still not easy sometimes. But yeah, number one, I think realizing that if your biggest sadness right now is feeling lonely and wishing you had a relationship or wishing you had friends, to me that's like such a blessing, because that is such a minute problem to have out of all of the things that could go wrong in this world and all of the things that, you know, could be a struggle for me. I'm honestly very grateful that it's relationships and connection, because it could be way worse. So truly, I will take that struggle any day of the week. Now, it's not to downgrade it, because it is very hard. It's a struggle being isolated and feeling lonely sometimes, but it is a good struggle to have out of all of them. Okay, that's the first thing I've noticed.
And
Again with the seasons, huh? Woman, this ain't a season. At this point, you pretty much describe what's gonna be the rest of your life. And you're making the active decision for that to be a reality. You chose loneliness. I mean, you're a solid 6 5/7, which means you're slightly above semi-good looking. You can go outside, like literally right now, and chat up some dudes at a coffee shop, at the grocery store, or anywhere really, and get yourself some phone numbers and maybe meet some halfway decent guys. But you'll never do that, because those men don't meet your absurd standards that you set for yourself, and those are the very same standards that are keeping you single. And it's come to the point where you'd rather stay single and feel sorry for yourself as you record cringe in your car than just accept that if you don't want to be lonely, then there's nothing wrong with going after the average dudes that are within your league. But even then, that ship has long since sailed for you, because you clearly resent the proud members of the illustrious bottom 95% club for no other reason outside of the fact that we exist. And that attitude is pretty much guaranteed a permanent season of loneliness for you, sister.
And winter is coming.
Second of all is noticing that you have to just do it alone. Like, the only way knowing you're not gonna be in the season forever, number one. But number two is, while you're in it, make the best of it. Put your head down and you have no distractions. Like, that is also a blessing. This is the only time in your life that ever again that you'll probably have to have no distractions and just be worried about yourself and your goals and what you want to accomplish. So put your head down and do it. I think there's like a reason that we don't have distractions at certain points in our lives. I don't think anything's a coincidence, and I think that like for example, me struggling with every connection, I think is for a reason. And I think it's because I'm not meant to have any right now. If I was, they would come easy right now, you know? So I think once you kind of like take the hint, like, maybe if nothing around me is working out, maybe it's because I'm supposed to like be within and like focus on me and my goals. And then when I get there on the other side of that will be everything that I'm looking for. That's how I look at it. And that's what I've been doing in this season. So I hope this helps you guys. I hope this mindset helps you change the perspective that you're looking at it from. Because that's what changes everything, your perspective.
Man, you are one pathetic loser. No offense.
Well, that's just it, isn't it, woman? All you do is distract yourself. All of these goals you keep pretending that you're going to meet are nothing but distractions. It's all mindless busy work that's intended to waste time you don't have in hopes that you'll randomly find a man that doesn't exist. And if these self-imposed struggles you insist on keeping are happening for a reason, it's because you want the struggles to keep happening. You're the reason why they aren't going anywhere, sister. That's why you blame fate, destiny, and your plot for the fact that you're hopelessly alone and hoping that the one Pilates class you go to once a week will solve your problems. Now, don't get me wrong, you should have some hobbies and some goals to achieve, but you can't blame fate for not having a dude. Women have been getting with men for thousands of years, and you're so incompetent that you somehow figured out a way to completely screw that up, and that's on you. And there aren't enough distractions in the world to keep that loneliness from itching in the back of your mind while it drives you further into the depths of pure madness. You done screwed up, woman, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hope that helps. And that's gonna do it for today's video, gentlemen and gents. And as always, if you find that my particular brand of comedy is bringing you to the brink of laughter, then why don't you scroll on down and click that like and subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave a couple of comments, and be sure to share this video so we can give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm. Thank you once again for checking out the new video, gentlemen and gents, and until next time, peace out, homies.